Hello and welcome to video 5 of the Spitfire selection box. We are on to our last Spitfire kit, not this one, but this is the one which sort of made me think about doing this project in the first place, because the Airfix kit that we looked at last time was the one which I was going to compare to this one. This kit today though is the one that I thought, okay, how do they compare? I'm talking about the Revell kit here. Now some people will probably think, oh, why did you do Airfix first then Revell? Do you prefer Airfix over? Not the case. I did them in price order. The graphics kit was £2, the Hobby Boss was £5, Airfix was £8, and this was £8.97. So just cheapest to most expensive, that's all. I've built very little in the way of Revell kits. I've got some, and I've built a few. I found a starter kit once of a backburn skewer. I'd love to build another one because I did that one very badly. But yeah, you don't really see Revell starter kits too much. You can find normal Revell kits, but starter kits are a bit hit and miss. I found this one, I believe, in my local quadrant in the Toy Zone section, and yeah, that's where I found it. And you get in it, you get free acrylic paints, very good tube of glue these ones, because they've got a sort of fine application thing on there, just to make sure you don't get it clogged up. And then you've got this double-ended paintbrush, which is a bit interesting. And one thing I must admit, I do like these over the Airfix kits for one reason, and that is you don't have to keep the box because there's nothing on the back. That's one thing that does bother me with the Airfix kit. I've probably said in my previous video that you have to keep, once you built the kit, you still have to keep that box to know how to paint it if you're leaving it for later. But anyway, enough waffling. Let's get building. Come over to a model desk and see what we'd look like. Hello, welcome over to Model Desk, where we have the Revell Supermarine Spitfire Mark V. So let's open this up and see how good it gets. Now, this one's just got a plastic case around everything, so everything is loose already. We have this double-ended paintbrush, 3 paints, a precision glue thingy, and dun dun! More of the kit, and just rubbish bit of packaging. But it does say on here somewhere, yeah, the enclosed colours are basic colours. For further colours, see the assembly instructions. So you might not actually get all the colours you need to complete this in this kit. There's only one way to find out. I have to open it up and build it. But before I do, that's a double-ended paintbrush. You've got one chubby end, one thinner end. Different, I suppose. And that's the vinegar glue. I apologise if the light's a bit iffy. I'm just doing this because in my last video for the Airfix one, I said I'm recording up on 1st of December. Today is the 14th of December, and I suddenly realised the other day that I'm running out of time on this, so that's why I'm doing it at night. Well, not at night, it's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but I'm doing it using 2 LED lights to see what we're doing. Yeah, so there we are, that's out of the box. There's only other things you can get on the box. Yeah, some quite nice ones. I don't know if I've got glider there. Could be an interesting one to do. Right. I've never built a Revell Spitfire, so let's see what it's like. We have now the Achtung instructions, transfer sheet, and a newspaper. Okay, so let's have a look see. But it goes together a completely different way to the Airfix one. I mean, it's only 11 steps. Then you have a choice of doing a clippy Spitfire or a full wing Spitfire. That's interesting. Didn't know they did this one as a clippy. Well, anyway, let's get out the, put them to one side first of all. Let's open the bag and see what we get. Let's put scissors. I'm all fingers and thumbs today. Fingers and thumbs and all things glum. I don't know. Oops. Okay, the bit of canopy, the clear plastic, is loose, so watch out for that if you get this. And then we... probably not supposed to be loose, because you've got a little frame where it should be in. But we don't need that now. We have got a little bit of flash on the, I believe that's the top edge of the wings, both sides, on some of this stuff here, but apart from that, it's not too bad. Always a big bit of flash there on top. So yeah, you'd need a little knife with this one to trim that all down. So I'm going to start on this. Normally I would do a speed up, but I'm thinking, looking at the editing for it, that it's not really working as well as I thought it would. So I'm going to stop this now and catch you all in a little bit. Bye. Right, I've just cut up the first few pieces, and I noticed on there it says paint these all in the colours. They have painting instructions at every single step. But rather than in the Airfix they put the numbers on it, they put a letter code. And you have to go back to the beginning to find out what the letter code means. Now, the three paints they give us are Mittelgrau, medium grey, number 43. They give us a blue, greyish blue, number 79, and dark green, number 68. The first two colours they mention that you should paint from the interior are F, G, oh, and H as well. So F, G, and H. Let's have a look. F, greenish grey matte, number 67. Haven't got. And since I'm only doing the colours that they give you in the kit, so you see what they look like, I'm not going to do it. G, black matte, number 8. No, still haven't got that one. And number H is stone grey matte, number 75. So far, you're doing really well. Revell is down 2 for 2. This is the glue which came with it. I've just tried using it to glue the first bit together. Rock solid. I'm going to use another one. So far, it's not going well. Okay, I've glued together this. It's still drying, so yeah, well, that is just the cockpit sub-assembly. And I cut out the next parts. Again, they asking you to use paints that they don't supply you with. So this is probably going to be the least painted apart from the Hobby Boss one. That's one of the sides, which is fine. The other one though, look at the amount of flash on there. You got all along the top here, and one of my lights has just flicked out. And you got it here as well. So if you just bear with me, I'll just fix that light. Come on. There he goes. We just had it on for a bit too long. And you got this massive amount of flash on the underside there. If you just bring it up close. No, that light has died. Oh well, we're down to one light now. But okay, I'll carry on. And on one light, we'll see what we can do. Okay, I've got the fuselage together. It's got a pin for propeller actually mounted onto the fuselage rather than as a bit you add on later. But the entire inside, let's just use this bit of the entire inside of it, I don't know if you can see, is staying grey because I'm doing these as starter sets. So just with what the starter would have. The only exception of this is I'm using liquid poly because that's the first glue I had to hand, instead of the actual cement they give you. But if you were building this for the first time, the inside of your Spitfire would be grey. Right, on to the wings. Right, just cut out the wings, and interestingly on these, compared to the Airfix ones, is they're incomplete. There's a bit missing off the end there. Same with the top, because this kit gives you two versions. You can either build a conventional Spitfire or you can build a clippy Spitfire, one where they have wings chopped off. Why they did this I'm still not entirely sure, but you've got separate winglets you can put on. You've got these two here just either side of the propeller, so I don't know how well this is coming out because I'm only working on one light. And you've also got somewhere, where are they? Yeah, these two tiny little bits there and there, because that's where the bottom of the wing was. So if you're doing a clippy Spitfire, you use these ones. So I'm going to do the full one because all the others are full wing Spitfires, so I'm using these. Now this is going to be the last bit you'll see of a building process because my light's about to die. So I'll build the rest of this off camera and then you'll see the finished thing before I do the painting. Okay? See you later, guys. Okay, it's been a fair few days, more than a week, since I started building this Revell kit. If you've built Revell before, you'll know that their kits require bits of drilling and little touches like this to get the perfect finish. Starter kits require the same. So if you're doing this as a starter, you probably won't have the paints you need to complete it. You won't have the drill, maybe, to drill out the small parts. I mean, you could fit them on otherwise, or they'd be hanging loose. So, to me, it's not winning many marks. But we'll see what it's like when it's finished. Like I said before, I'm doing this as a starter kit. By the way, in case you're wondering, I had a bad sore throat the other day and I'm still recovering, in case the voice is different. So what I'm going to do is just the 3 paints that come with the kit. That's all I'm going to be using. And since they're only for the outside of the plane, that's all we're going to be doing. So once again, let's have a go at painting and see what it looks like. I hope I don't get any paint over my Christmas jumper. Oh, that opens nice and easy. Okay, Revell, I will say this about your pots of paint you put in. It opens a lot easier than the humble ones. I mean, there's many times I've opened the humble ones and it's been sort of, you know, take it easy, take it easy, take it easy, and then bang, it just explodes everywhere. But this, actually, it's got a proper hinge, very sturdy. Lots of pigment in it. Let's scrape it all off the top. And let's give it a stare. Yeah, she looks like a medium grey. It always makes you wonder when you see all these things saying medium grey. Actually, that doesn't pop in, it just sits on the top, but it locks quite tight. So that's good. I like Revell. I do like the pots of paint you put in this. I'm not so sure about the kit, but I like the pots of paint. But you get all these different greys, like ocean grey and battleship grey and all that, and you think, how the hell are you supposed to know? Right, this is the 2-handle paintbrush they give you. It's not 2 paintbrushes, it is just one joined together. I'm going to use the blue end first because we've got a big area to do. So we're going to do the underside of a Spitfire. So I will get on with it. I will start the speed up for right now and we'll see what it's like afterwards. Back in a moment.
Right, I just finished painting basically first wash of the underside. It's going to be a 2-coat job, just because you get these acrylic paints and they are a bit on the thin side, but paint's actually quite nice. I do like them. I'm not going to give up all my enamels and just suddenly switch over to Revell acrylics because I've got too many humble enamels, but they're not bad. But one thing I was just going to mention before I end this painting video is, like I said, in this you do not get a black. There's no black paint in this, and the tyres need to be painted black. The spinner, not the spinner, the propeller needs to be painted black, and little bits in between the tyre wheel. Now, I'm going to do this as, let's say, a starter kit. So this is all you've got. So you could go out and buy a black. I mean, I have, where is it? Yeah, here, I've got a 33 Airfix black, but I'm not going to use that. I'm instead going to use a Sharpie. The reason I'm going to use one of these is because they work really well. And all you have to do is literally open it up, make sure you don't spill it everywhere. And just be careful because I've only just painted this. Yeah, it moves. And just literally just go over it a bit roughly. If it doesn't have to be neat, because it'll be covered over. And show you the tail wheel. It does make a fair bit of difference compared to those wheels, doesn't it? I'll do one of these and just show you, just the outside. Not fully, but there you are. Before. That's before, that's after. I know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm going to let that dry off. Once it's finished, I'll give you a conclusion. See you all later. Where's my control gone? Okay, I have built the Revell Spitfire. Put some of the transfers on, not all of them. My conclusions are, it is a very nice kit. It is very nice kit. I haven't put, as you see, I haven't put the underside transfers on yet, but put most of them on just to show. It's a very nice kit, but, and this is a big but, I would not recommend it for a starter kit. My reasons being the Airfix kit, and to an extent the transfers and decals that they put in there are simplified. So it's just enough to get you interested. It does a good model, but it's not overly complex, apart from the interior. This one was, there's lots of options. For example, I mentioned that you could have either a full shape of a wing or you could have a clipped wing version, which is good, but you don't need it on the starter kit. The cannons, I'll just get a bit closer there, on there, you see them there? They are a separate fitting, which fit on the wing. There's no hole to put them into, like you've seen on other ones. They actually have to fit in the curve of the wing. And for a first time model, that is tricky. There's other bits and bobs as well. I mean, the paint, the black on the propeller, the black on the wheels, as I said, I had to do that with a Sharpie because there was no black in there. The interior of the cockpit inside here, you won't be able to see it on camera because I can hardly see it now, is completely unpainted. But all in all, it is a good kit. I just think it's a bit, how can I put this? A starter kit should be easy for anyone to do. This was one of their normal kits put in with a few paints and some glue. It's a good kit. I wouldn't give it to anyone to start with though. So, overall, I think the Airfix is still winning. See you next video.